Good morning and welcome back to Building a House from Trees. For those of you new here, this is a channel where I am building a house from the trees that I cut down off the property and mill on a portable sawmill. I've had quite a bit of help over the years, but I'm slowly doing this project without loans from a bank, so it's taking a lot of time. But that's kind of the nature of this job and the nature of frugal living, I guess. This week's episode, I am working on just some odds and ends, getting the soffit and all the trim bits done around this little rooflet out here over the big window, getting some more lights wired up, temporary lighting wired up, and getting a stone wall fixed, and maybe some other odds and ends. So thanks for all the kind words, thanks for the comments, thanks for sharing and liking and subscribing, and thanks for the donations. I appreciate the help and the positive encouragement. Thank you, and we will see you out there. Tune in next week. I've got an exciting accordion door project coming up that I haven't quite figured out all the details on, but I'm going to start on pretty soon, so that'll be interesting, I think. See ya. Look at the sprinkler out there working away in the garden. That's nice. Fresh, clean, delicious water. The wind is blowing it all over the place. That's okay, the raspberries could use it too. Okay, so this morning I am working on getting something finished. Yeah, shocking, isn't it? I am going to get this done. The front, this little rooflet, and all the detail work around it, at least up there. So that means getting the boards, I don't know what you call them, soffit boards, fascia soffit, whatever, and then getting that side done and getting the trim on. And that way wasps can stop flying in there and making nests, because I don't like them in there. I'm sure they like it in there, but I don't. So here we go. I haven't totally decided what I'm going to do as far as how that's going to look, but I'm going to start and then we'll go from there. Okay. I couldn't figure out how to get a 412 on my speed square because I'm not very smart, so I just made this little block, and that's what I used to trace this out. Seems to work. Well, that's that. I'm fairly happy with how that turned out. This is kind of the first sort of finished stuff I've done on the house, aside from some of the joinery inside and everything. And it's just, it can be frustrating for somebody like me. I'm not a talented carpenter, so it's very difficult. And I'm working with rough cut stuff. So, you know, because I sawed most of it, you know, there's a couple things I just have to pay attention to, getting edges nice and planed, and if I'm butting things up, and then the half lap helps a lot. But I'm pretty happy with how it looked. It's a beautiful evening. It's nice, and I think it's pretty tight. It's bug proof. It's got that OSB underneath, so extra tight, extra solid. All those seams are taped. So that is that roof lid is complete, and that's good. I'm happy about that. I'm looking forward to getting this kind of, but that's not really a priority, getting this sheathed. I'd like to, just because it would look nice. Maybe I'll do the front sometime. I don't know. I probably won't, but anyway, birds are nice, and time for supper. Well, I spent 2 days, 2 complete days in here organizing, cleaning, getting my stuff together and ready for the proceeding, for the next step, for interior layout, for window layout. It was a mess. It was a mess for way too long, and now it is organized. We got some shelving set up, just things where, you know, power tools will go here. How is this set up? I've got this table just for the chop saw. It doesn't look like it right now, but all my fasteners on this rolling cart, so I can move this around. It doesn't roll very well, but it rolls. And then all the power tools over here, and on this shelf, which is going, this shelf is kind of mimicking the counter in the kitchen, so I'm trying to get used to how that feels and that layout. And then you know, tape, just everything with itself, measuring stuff all together, chisels. And then I've just got the big empty clean space, which is incredibly nice. All the fasteners are the nail gun fasteners are over there. Yeah, it's great. And I also got, I mean, there's still kind of a mess out here, but not horrible. It's just a matter of using all this. But I got this cleaned up and actually dug out quite a bit and leveled. I'd like to get some rock in here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do for a base, but this is it's a lot nicer having this clean and organized. So, all right, I'm going to set you up on a time lapse as I install some more light fixtures down here. And I'm just going to add another switch over there to that box. I'm going to put a double box in there, and triple box probably, and then go from there. Put in a couple more light switches. So here you go. All right, well, there you have it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Doesn't do much during the daylight, but I think at night it'll light this place right up. In fact, I'm certain of it, because that's the way light works. It lights the dark. Wiring is fun. These are just temporary wirings, but they're, you know, I'll probably be able to, I know I'll be able to reuse the wire, so it's not a problem. All right. All right, this is the spot where I had to puncture the shared stone wall, and now I'm gonna set to rebuilding it. Something that's been kind of bothering me for a little bit, and it's a hot day and this is a shady spot, so here we go. Well, all right. It is a hot one, but at least it's in the shade here. Here we go. It's not the prettiest, but it's contiguous stone wall again. I'm gonna bring the tractor in next time I fire it up and smooth that out. And we're back to business here. God, none of those are giant, but a lot of them weigh a lot together. And I was able to kind of scrape this out, and then come fall, the leaves will cover it all up, and no one will be the wiser, except you. You, loyal viewer, you will be the wiser. All right. Well, good evening. It is a hot one. It's probably about 90 still right now, and it's 5:30 p.m. Okay, I'm cleaning up the deck here a little bit, and I'm gonna get this hemlock that's been milled for, what did I do it? 2 years ago? So it's good and dry, and that's all fascia board material. I'm gonna work on getting a fascia board up there. I might try to do it from up on the roof, and some places I can do it with a ladder, and just get that kind of punchless stuff out of the way. It'll be nice to have that up in the air. So what I'm gonna do now is stain it with pine tar oil. Well, mostly linseed oil mixed with pine tar oil. What an evening. All right. All right. Well, these are the boards, all stained and graded. This is a hemlock that I cut down. I'll try to pull up a little piece of video to place in here, but I might not be able to find it easily, so in which case you can just imagine it's me cutting a tree down. But that's where this hemlock came from, and it's going to go up on the fascia, and it's going to be beveled and encircle the house completely, and then I can possibly start working on the soffits. But I'm on countless other things, so thanks for watching. God, what a nice evening.